and I rejected the scholarship. My thoughts about moving back to China and what I have missed about China. That is what I'm going to be discussing in today's video. Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Martina, and in this video we're going to just have a little chit chat about China. It's been a while I spoke about the living aspect of China. Well, I think about a month ago or 2 months ago, I don't really remember, I was offered a scholarship to go back to China. Full scholarship. It's going to cover my tuition. It's also going to give me accommodation in the school, and it's also going to give me monthly stipends. And I rejected the scholarship. so when I'm trying to talk about like my thoughts of going back to China, that can give you an idea about where my head is about China. So my school reached out to me, spoke about some requirements, some qualifications which they discovered that I had, and they said that they have about 5 slots for scholarships and I should consider applying. At that point in time, I was I was a bit confused at first. I was like, maybe I should just take it. And you guys know that the borders have been closed in China, so the scholarship is to begin September of this year, 2022. So I'm like, I'm going to start online. That's one. Plus I'm still doing my housemanship, which is my intern year here in Nigeria, and I will not be done by September. I'll be done by December/January. So I'm like, okay, this is a very tricky situation. For a while I thought about it, I considered taking it. I was also curious about the courses that they offered, because I'm not interested in doing like a clinical master's in China, especially because I know that there's not so much hands-on experience. So my mind was settled that maybe I'll do something like maybe public health. But I knew my school did not offer public health, so I was like, I also considered diet and nutrition, because that's something I have considered before when I was still in China. But overall, I decided to say no, considering that school is still online, considering that a master's in China has never been part of my plan. So for it to just pop up at this moment, when I think of my 5-year goal, like the route to achieve it does not necessarily involve me going back to China. So although it was a good opportunity, and so many people consider it a good opportunity, but for me at that moment it was not necessary. Only one of the things that made me consider going back to China, I was like, I'm just going to leave Nigeria. For me, that was the only benefit, the fact that I will not be in Nigeria. And that's not reason enough. That's the truth. It's not reason enough. So I decided to turn it down. So my thoughts on going back to China: I would like to go back for tourism, like much later, for business also, to, as you guys know, I help students get admission to study in China. So I might consider going back, just to reach out to some schools, have some sit-down meetings with some schools, and have more schools and more courses available for students that want to study in China. What else do I want to go back to China for? I think that's basically it. Tourism, business, yes. What I miss about China: so ever since I came back to Nigeria, I have never had this feeling of, oh, I miss China, I want to go back to China. For me, I feel like I have experienced China, I have lived China, and during my 6 years I was able to make the best I could at that time. I mean, left to me, I should have done more traveling in China. You can't tell me, you guys, I never went to Great Wall of China. With so many times I went to Beijing, but I never went to the Great Wall of China. When I tell people that, they're like, how would you go to China without seeing the Great Wall? But I never did. Every time I go to Beijing, it's either for business purposes, so I'll just go in and I'm out very quickly. So okay, the one time I actually went to Beijing for tourism, I think I showed you guys, I made a video about how it was so difficult for my friends and I to get like a hotel because we were foreigners. Like, we were getting rejected from a lot of hotels at that period, so like we just got the next available train and left Beijing. At that time, it doesn't mean they are not hotels that will not take foreigners, but we did not get at that time. The food, no, I don't miss Chinese food, although, you know, once in a while I try to recreate some Chinese food. I've tried to make dumplings before, and it was quite difficult, honestly, but I still made it. I started, I ate some, and I just abandoned the rest. So food, not really, but I tried to like bring it, add some Chinese food here and there, and some Chinese spices in my cooking. I went to a Chinese supermarket here in Nigeria, so I was able to get some Chinese spices. What else do I miss? The truth is, as much as it's been nice to say I miss the convenience of China, how easy it is to shop, to travel, to do everything, I don't really miss it like that. It was good when it lasted. I mean, in this Nigeria, we're all suffering here, but it's not easy to shop. It's not as easy to shop or to travel because of so many issues in the country. But I'm just so happy that I got to experience that whole China phase, and like that was really good for me. I feel like I've had enough China experience. Yes, now one thing that I can say I have missed about China, I feel like this is the only thing that I have missed about China, and this is speaking Chinese. I feel like since I came back to Nigeria, my Chinese has been getting bad, getting worse. I've been forgetting. There was one time we had a Chinese patient and some of my colleagues called me to come translate, and I was literally struggling with words that I knew. Like, I had to, you know, take my time to think of the words. So I've been struggling, and as much as I don't want to lose my Chinese, it's like I'm not practicing enough, I'm not speaking enough, I'm not communicating with Chinese people, and the language is just, yeah, I don't like that. But I'm not actively trying to improve my Chinese, but I really don't want to lose it at the same time. So for me, I think this is it. You guys know my last year in China, you know, with all these COVID pandemic things happening, it was very lonely for me. Yeah, it was quite lonely. I wanted to leave. I wanted to be where my family was. I wanted to be surrounded by people that loved me. So I don't want to go back to that phase, but I'm really happy where I am now, and I'm ready to like move on to other places, other countries, and experience, you know, other aspects of life. But yes, that's all for China. I'll still be making a lot of, you know, studying China related videos, trying to help students that want to study in China, that want to study medicine in China or other courses in China, things that can be really helpful, especially because like while working as a doctor and while struggling to achieve my long-term goal in the medical career, I see so many ways in which, you know, the school that you go to really affects your career. Yes, I see so many ways in which, you know, some tiny decisions when it comes to school, being in medical school, what you should have done would have really either made things much easier for you or can make things even difficult for you. So I'll keep on making videos about studying in China, hopefully to help any of you that might need the help. But that's all for now. You guys leave in the comment section what type of videos you want to see. I'm trying to make videos that you guys want to see, so just let me know in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, if it has helped you, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.